Setting the stage here at the Ontario Soccer Centre for what will be an excellent day. Hello and welcome to our broadcast. Glad you can tune in on this wonderful Saturday morning to get a weekend of OPDL Charity Shield Soccer under our belt as we crown champions over the course of the next 2 days. The boys will be up tomorrow. Today, the girls will be center stage, and the best and the brightest talent from across Ontario in the Premier Development League and high performance technical training and playing, and you're going to see some of the best talent. That's what it boils down to today. But to get started in just a few minutes between our two teams that will tip this one off, North Toronto and North Mississauga. Match official for today's game, Laura Gotts will be in charge in the center. She'll be flanked by Ben Cameron and Michelle Panacci as the assistant referees, while Kyla DePerna will be the fourth official. It's going to be North Toronto in green on the right-hand side as they are huddled up making last preparations for a game only seconds away from starting. In the green jerseys, they'll be headed right to left. North Mississauga, the league champions, were just presented, as you may have seen 5 minutes ago, with their league silverware and banner. They'll be in black and red and headed left to right. Coaches for North Mississauga, Amir Riazi, his counterpart on the other side, Mark Monder. Quick start already coming this way as North Mississauga under good opportunity heading towards the box and back out the other way. Trying to get a little possession started as this one starts with a nice little link up heading in, and a good opportunity for both teams as a bump and a foul, and unable to slow herself in that scenario was number 4 in black and red, Jessica Colantes, surrendering the foul on the top. And perched over this one will be Emma Parker. It's a ways to go, but players in the box, no necessary high line. And this one popped in, and it's going to be tipped up, and it's going to find its way in. As it danced a little bit, as it came off the foot of Emma Parker on a free kick. Just minutes into this game, call it in the second, but having a little bit of trouble with it was the keeper, Molnar, and she came out off her fingertips and in, and Parker has the visitors on the board very, very early. So not the start North Mississauga wanted, exactly the start that North Toronto had dreamed about. And the green side, a goal to the good, just moments into this game. This one just tipped out of play is along the near sideline, and we are perched high atop this wonderful indoor facility here just north of Toronto, the Woodbridge-Vaughan area. This one flipped down and having to force their way out, and they're saying that might be off a hand of North Toronto. It was. And a nice ball sent down looking for Radavini along the near side, but it'll stay with And now it's taken away. And a nice little play there. And Baldwin. And now standing over it is Wilcox, who's going to play one. And this one comes all the way, and happy to get a next touch is Molnar. First two, and a good job there by Baldwin. Baldwin stepping up from that left back position we've seen a couple times already in this game. Play outside, and that's a nice look by Mississauga. They're going to play a ball down and cover it all the way, and in turn happy to get a touch in as the keeper caught a yard, playing immediately back out, and a fight on the far side. No foul called. Clean play and a good job to turn over possession. DeRush comes to the middle. Broderick Bobadilla. Going back is Ranji. And to center and trying to pop over, look for that striker and a ball over the top. Radavini had to come to her. Does a good job to head it as she's trying to link up top with Chase. Ella Chase doing the majority of the striking here, at least on the right side for North Mississauga today. And a little flick on didn't go where she wanted. Forfeits that one to Penman Distreen, who loses the ball in possession. And a lot of change here as these girls hungry to not forfeit an ounce of space, or an inch of space, rather. Flicked on. Calls to clear. Unable to do so. North Mississauga holding on to it still. Flicked in. Green jerseys there. Swarming any player as they try to stop it, and Fleming Thompson had no option to turn. So it's going to be popped in, and no problem this time. Chance for North Toronto now. But equally well turned is Mary Coughlin. And you can see this being a fight all day between Ison and Coughlin. And this one almost finding its way through, but a very good job by Zara Sheridan. In that center back position coming over to the near side, she deflects it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw. Radavini down to show now. Throw in near side. Top of the box, but again, too many green jerseys as they're just everywhere. North Mississauga, nice little flick in. The space could be there if they want it. Calantis tries to clear. This one popped up again off the boot of Parker this time, and going to ground for a foul that time as bowled over was Darcy Fashny. And it'll result in a free kick. Got some distance to this free kick, but as did Emma Parker, and she was able to tuck it just under the bar. Free kick from distance. This one isn't bad, but just a little high. And unable to keep that one down, in a decent effort by Leah Rush. Or excuse me, Brianna Williams. Williams a couple headers, and the ball comes back to her in the middle before skipping off. DeRush's ball, near side. Radavini giving chase. And back in the corner fighting for it is Calantes. Calantes gives up the foul. Good job by Isabella Radavini. And they'll say it actually went out of play along the near side. Very high arcing angles here as we look right down on this field. You're going to feel like you're right on top of the game, and I can tell you if you're here or you're familiar with the layout, then you'll know pretty much that's how everyone watches this, is about 10, 15 feet, and parents and fans surrounding the upper areas to watch this one. So very similar viewpoints that if you were in the building. Flicked on and all the way back, and an opportunity to calm this down as Coughlin goes back, Good possession, and Coughlin will send this one up and over. Still looking for Chase, trying to get her involved in this game, and a nice turn there by Broderick Bobadilla. They do find Chase, who's got Radovini on the near side. This is good movement now. Williams. And Bobadilla still with it. A good job from her is no option but to knock the ball out of play for Sophia Lucky. Played it safely to the outside, and probably the best course of action, but her team has forfeited possession. Chase now looking to turn at the top of the area. Chase got a little bit of room, bumped off the ball, but stays on it. Might have taken a deflection. It does not. It will go out for a goal kick, but after surrendering the first goal just a few minutes into this one, nice little bit of pressure by the team in red and black as they have fought very hard to find their way out of that hole. And even good pressure there by Radovini. Cotillard, and a great play coming back in by Williams. Two headers and then holding on to the chest, and from a long shot from distance and having to go down and make a great save. And Fleming Thompson not able to get to it, but does enough to force a corner kick. It'll be the first such kick of the match. And it started in the middle with Brianna Williams, who won a header and then was able to chest it forward. Long shot and a good save to get down by Sierra Cotillard. And then Fleming's pressure, able to win this corner. Moving in, and a great header to push away by Lucky. North Toronto trying to transition now. Rangi, good job here on the near side. She forces a throw in, and right back to what they've been doing is North Mississauga, and the Lions share of the possession over the course of the first 10 minutes of this match, but nothing to show for it. You have to figure it's coming with this pressure. Chase, giving chase. Across the face of goal, nobody there, and Cotillard down to grab it. She'll play slow out the back of the right side. That ball stays in, says the assistant referee, and a good job tight roping the line. But a giveaway. Chase looking in the middle. Bobadilla. Near side to Rangi. Back to the middle again, where Broderick Bobadilla just making her presence felt. Very sure of her footwork, as is Williams. Nice ball from her. Sliding effort and a good job by the side in green to clear their lines. As going down for the moment was Elizabeth White. She'll pose defense on the far side. Picked up a little bit of a knock, but not enough for the referee to be worried about that. Laura Gotts hasn't had a whole lot to deal with, just a couple of fouls, one leading to the first goal, but otherwise not another, or no evidence really of a chippy game coming forward. And that was very well turned there by Nia Fleming Thompson, playing in for Chase. Great defensive play from distance, just missing. The keeper did not get a touch, but the pressure has been relentless, and you can hear the fans just below me starting to sense that maybe an equalizer is in the works, and sooner rather than later, as Ella Chase from outside the area had a really good go and didn't miss by much. Radovini, ball into the area, ricochets around, just clearing it is Sheridan. Ella Baldwin had a go to try and stop it, but at this point a clearance is a clearance, and it really feels like North Toronto has been on the back foot ever since they found the net. Chase across the face of goal, played out top of the area. This could be dangerous, but a nifty little job there by Devin Eisen to make sure that one is sent all the way down and gives a bit of a reprieve to the back four in green. Good pressure up front, though. It's a nice job by Montana Wilcox getting in and going to ground, winning the ball. Calantis and played out. Here's a great play to get there first, and it really looked like Faishny was destined to get that one, but and a little bit of a push off and winning the ball cleanly with her feet, but you're going to get that call almost every single time, as did Nia Fleming-Thompson, just putting the hands up and the push off when they came together. Wilcox, header in forward. Deflection gonna go the way of DeRush as she stepped forward first to that ball, and fortunate that it did take a flick off of a green player, and in turn it goes right back the other way. So 14 minutes gone by. If you're just joining us and waking up, welcome to the OPDL Charity Shield Weekend. This is the first match kicking off, and it's been a good one so far. In the opening minutes, the side in green, North Toronto, finding goal on a free kick. And this one popped in, could be dangerous, and tripping and falling on the turf, and obviously can always be a dangerous outcome. No one no worse for wear there. This is nice from green. Elizabeth White going to ground, and a little bit of fight coming back from them. As I said, North Toronto in green, North Mississauga in red and black, and in the first 15 minutes, we've had an interesting one. Montana Wilcox trying to find a way through, but good defense around the backside as they fight for the ball all the way to the corner flag. And it is going to be a throw coming this way for North Mississauga. Shifted across. And Molnar getting a rare touch as she hasn't seen much of the ball over the course of the past opening quarter of an hour. Into space, good ball. This one finds Wilson. Wilson goes to ground, but a good job pushing her off the ball fairly was Faishny, number 20, who is now also giving chase again, and this time surrendering the foul as that arm came out and right by the bench. And as I said, you can throw in as much hip or get away with a few contacts in leg, but as soon as that arm extends anywhere outward, it's almost certain to pick up a foul. So good job by Laura Gotts to corral that early on in this one, and a good kick from distance finds its way to the top of the 18, but cleared out equally well, headed back in. Baldwin, her header, almost falling. And we will have a corner kick and the first such for North Toronto. Molnar indicates she wants a front post. And a back post. A calm hush coming over the Ontario Soccer Centre as a right foot swung in, but swung a little too heavily as it never made it into the field of play, and we'll go for a goal kick. Molnar going to play short out to this near side. Ranji and a handball, but it's play on as advantage presents itself, and Williams now with a little bit of work to do, and perhaps not the most advantageous advantage, but bailing out North Mississauga with a foul as we get things back underway. Ragavini playing back. Say an extra foul in the middle, and I'm going to calm them down with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in this opening frame. Played about 18. A little bit of time to maybe find an equalizer. This one's knocked in. Ragavini giving chase. Back defending well. That's Baldwin trying to shield as much as possible. Goes to ground with a great play to knock that one out, as she's done so many times already, and playing very tough at that left back position. Chase looking for room. Found some. Chase with a hit. Equal to the task, as she's had to be, is cut a yard. And taking a little bit of time to signal players up, as she can get a long ball down. Clock reading 1 minute and 30 seconds. Ball played forward. Williams with the interception. And then turned over again. And Lucky having a little bit of trouble getting it off her boot. She'll try again and wins the ball in the middle. Turned over. Broderick Bobadilla brought down by two players. First one they say was fair. I think was the thinking of Laura Gotts. The good positioning on the first foul. Second one probably unnecessary, but the ball already gone at that stage. Flicked outside. That's Sheridan looking to send something up the far side. And 1 minute on the dot even. This ball thrown in. Sent across. Broderick Bobadilla has it fall to her again, but her left foot unable to get there. Nice throw down the near side and a good little step over. That's Madeline Penman-Distreen, who's had a good run from this left wing position. Baldwin played it in the middle for Williams. Williams, great ball. Fashny muscled off of it. Nice turn from North Toronto. That'll be enough to tug at the back left foot. Held her up. Great play into the middle. Nice little step over again, except one too many, and it's going to go back to Baldwin. But Calantes trying to find some space and generate space and a little creativity in the midfield for North Toronto. Lots of space to go backwards and a good call. And so ends the first quarter, as it's a 1-goal lead. North Toronto off a beautiful strike from Emma Parker on the first foul of the game and the first free kick. Stands as the difference so far in this one. If you're unfamiliar with the rules and the time management, it'll be 4 quarters consisting of 20 minutes each. Of course, it's about development and assessment, and gives coaches the opportunity to talk to players, make necessary changes, and obviously development. So we will return for the second quarter of action in just a few seconds.
Welcome to the 2017 OPDL Charity Shield. Toronto FC is proud to support youth soccer in Ontario. Toronto FC, a presenting partner of the OPDL. Today's OPDL Charity Shield action is fueled by Gatorade, the official sports fuel of OPDL. Try the new Gatorade Frost today. Gatorade Frost, your fuel to play cool. Just seems to be bigger and stronger, faster. The ball's running.
Well, second quarter of play underway here. If you're just joining us, you missed a pretty good opening quarter, mainly dominated by North Mississauga, but the lead to North Toronto as North Toronto certainly looking to find the front foot, and a couple of nice turns by Devin Eisen there to try to spark something for this North Toronto side that since scoring the goal has forfeited most of the possession, but still in a very good position, and obviously defense in a great shape to weather the storm of opportunities for North Mississauga. And the green side still in a great position and looking very good going forward. This one is going to take a deflection, I believe. And they'll say a goal kick, as no deflection had, and good job to get in the way by North Mississauga and commend their shape on the back. And playing out of the back at this stage will be the side in red. Turned over, flicked up, and a Good play in the middle, but this one falling again to Ison. She goes to ground. Williams. DeRush popping this one up and then taking a turn off the head of Sophia Lucky, and around the corner and looking for space is Isla Ruckin, number 9. Does well to win the second corner. Rukin coming into the game. Ella Baldwin heading to the far side. She will stand over this corner kick. Left foot swung in right at the 6, and an open header and an opportunity, but not able to corral it towards the goal as it goes out for a goal kick. Ranji sends that one down, and Baldwin, left foot across the face, looking for Wilcox at the top, didn't quite get there. Fahy in a battle. Williams coming out with it. Still Williams. Good play by Williams. Broderick Bobadilla looking over the top. And a run on. And a good play at the very end. That was Emma Parker, the goal scorer, doing well to knock that one free and clear, as closing hard was Nia Fleming-Thompson. And a vital stop. Throw in far side. Fleming-Thompson across the face of goal, took a deflection, went off the post. Fleming-Thompson flips. Well, a couple of deflections there, and the ball nearly found its way in, as this one will skip all the way down, and Wilcox will give chase. Good play by Williams. Moving forward, Williams going to ground. Williams still with it. Wins possession after getting up. Broderick. Ragavini had to either run forward or wait. She waited, and the ball's going to find its way back to her on the near side now, as it's furious pace. But again, you can't say enough about how well organized the girls in green are at the back, as every time it looks like there's a crisis, they're well positioned to weather the storm. Wilcox's ball into the corner might run a little too far, and at least it's going to get to Molnar first as she goes down, covers it up, and then plays out to Chase on the far side. Chase doing well to control that ball. Like a 1-2 with Fahy, and Chase has it come back to her. Elizabeth White, the right winger, just clearing that one out. And possession comes back to her side as the back four under a little bit of pressure, but time to move it around. Here's White. Calantes. Excuse me, that's Rukin. Wilcox unable to get there first. White giving chase, knocked into space. Could be a little bit of trouble for Baldwin, but she gets there and puts her left foot into that one, knocking it out of play. Smooth and steady has been Ella Baldwin in the opening half. Coughlin. DeRush. Knights and links up, and a good play to get it to Fahy. Fahy coming near side. Radavini unable to turn on Baldwin, but still winning the corner, and Ranji coming down to take this throw. And again, it's North Mississauga knocking on the door. turned, and that one will run a little bit out of play. Ice and no room to turn. Radavini trying to get it into the box. A little bit of time for North Toronto now, and a ball played up. And that's just going to run a little bit too far for Penman Destreen. Coughlin, nice ball. Find its way to Fahy. Knights. Had it run off her boot, but knocks it forward and still keeps North Toronto on the back foot. Good footwork between Parker and White on the far side is finally, for about 5 or 6 passes complete, one of them doesn't. Knights up to take this throw. Williams looking for space, can't find any. Going backwards, Nice plays it across. And a giveaway. Williams. Still Williams. Penman Destreen. A little bit of space, but it's all because she created it. Ball looking for Wilcox, but good center backing at the back by DeRush. And an ambitious ball down the near side, but still clearing the danger. So we'll blow it back and say Wilcox was offside on that initial ball played up by North Toronto, and possession goes back to red and black. DeRush. Oh, turnover there. Ball forward from Ruckin looking for Eisen, except clear to midfield on the far side. White's throw. That's intercepted as well, and then in turn taken back by North Toronto. Not a lot of room for the girls out there today. Williams. And Williams again. Radavini now with a nice flick on. It's a beautiful ball forward. Fleming Thompson to her right foot. Just missing past the post. Twisting and turning was Nia Fleming Thompson in the area. It was a beautiful flick on ball by Radavini. And taking her time and setting it up. Going to her preferred foot, but just not getting the angle in on goal. As we are halfway through this second quarter of play. As having a seat is Knights. And coming into the game is Camilla Penaloza, a substitution for North Mississauga. White to her right foot. Nice ball down the sideline and looking up with Rukin. The giveaway, Fleming Thompson. Back to help out is Lucky. Fleming Thompson, though, coming out with the ball. Looking going forward. And this is a nice turn from Baldwin. It'll stay with North Mississauga. Still 1-0. And a little bit of time given as Baldwin's boot came off. As asking the referee to maybe give her a bit of a reprieve, just holding it up. That reprieve was granted, and time to make sure everything's set, and why not? very patient Laura Gotts in the middle. Is no doubt making note of exactly how long a shoe takes to be tied, as I imagine all referees would. Nice turn. Penman Destreen, good distributor, but good distribution so far in this one as she has the ball at her feet now. Does well to go around Radavini, and still in a bit of a fight there. Great ball. Across the face of the area, shot looking for the far post. Wilcox running in and unable to get there. But a good display by Madeline Penman Destreen as she has been a clear focal point of the successes of North Toronto today and no doubt this season. Pushing forward, Chase still with the ball at her feet. Williams from distance. Was never going to be trouble for Corillard. Williams showing excellent ability to corral the ball in the midfield, push forward, as it always seems to find her, and it does again right now. This time it falls the way of North Toronto. Ball for Penman Destreen now. On the edge of the area. Goes around. Can't get it past the keeper. This one open in the 18 and cleared. Lucky had to take it off her boot. Fleming Thompson pushing forward for Chase. Comes back to the middle now. Williams. Penaloza now getting some touches since checking into the game. Radavini dropping back further than normal, but able to move the ball up, and this time goes off her boot. Sita, one of the new additions this quarter, and Fleming Thompson might have a chance, gets a shot off, but she was so close to the keeper that the angle was cut down. It was a good play by Corillard. But once again, Fleming Thompson just buzzing all around that 18-yard box, and you have to feel that though it has not come yet, it's only a matter of time. Her runs have been great, and her patience just as good, and she'll have to stay a little bit more patient. She might have an opportunity as she's right now perhaps a little bit frustrated and told to back up away from the free kick. And they're going to make a substitution as Ella Baldwin will check out of this game. And coming in would be Olivia Mancini. So a very good opening 35 minutes from Ella Baldwin. Tap dead center, right down the middle. This one's going to run out of play as Cito is looking along the near side. Flipped up, first two was Mancini, knocking that one out. And Mancini again, first to it. Feishi. Far side. Larangi. Knocked up. Broderick Wabadilla had a go on a half volley from outside the area. She'll catch up with the ball. It's going to run off. Appeals for a corner. Those appeals are granted. Second of the game for North Mississauga. 2 apiece now. And trailing 1-0 here. The league champs digging for an equalizer in the OPDL Charity Shield. Cleared out. Good organization by Toronto at the back. Radavini. And getting in the way. And seeing that one does not find its way to the 18 is Mancini. Williams trying to control. Wilcox in a fight with Feishi that ultimately Feishi wins. Darash. Radavini. Difficult ball going forward is trying to link up with Penaloza. Going to ground, Penaloza finds the ball. Broderick Bobadilla again will send this one in. It takes a deflection off Sita to go out for a corner kick. With just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening half. Corner swung in, top of the 6. First head to Toronto. Crisis averted, and it will go for a goal kick as unable to get anything on it. Nice turn from Penaloza. Williams. Broderick Bobadilla. Played in for Williams. Nice touch for Williams. Penaloza. Ball to the corner. Broderick Bobadilla can get there. Waits to the end line. She'll take a first touch, but win a corner again, and a good play to make sure the ball never made it towards the 6 by Mancini, but a corner surrendered nonetheless. Whereas the last minute of each half, they will stop the clock with a minute remaining and leave it at the referee's discretion to potentially add anything else. So we're in that stage right now. And again, this ball headed out off the corner kick from Isabella Radavini. She'll have a chance to do it again. 5 corners in the game, 4 in the past 3 minutes. Sent in. Oh, and a chance to get on the end of that one, and Williams wasn't able to angle it where she wanted. Just around the penalty spot, had a free look. So Cotillard will take as much time to get this one in as she can and see if her side can get to the bench. Still with that 1-goal lead. Sent up. Penaloza had it skip over her boot, and it'll go the way of North Toronto. It's Emma Parker's strike. That's the difference. It was only 2 minutes into this game. From a free kick outside the area. That stands as the lone goal. Mancini. Sia. There's Mancini again. Takes it to her head. Chase. Took it off her boot. This one takes a ricochet off. It looked like it was going to go for a corner, to be fair. And they say it was already out, as there is a assistant referee down there, and by the time that Chase got to it, the ball had already run out of play. This is likely your last play of the half, folks. Down a goal, North Mississauga looking for an equalizer. Will it come? Williams in the area, ball cleared away, as it has been all game by North Toronto. Sent to half. That's where the referee points to signify the end of this first half of play. We played 40 minutes. Right now, the lead is with North Toronto. The siding green, a goal to the good. Well, the under-14 girls division, as we go into the second half of play, North Mississauga trailing North Toronto 1-0 at this stage. It's an opening goal from Emma Parker in the second minute of play. There's a couple substitutions to tell you about. It's Catherine Rita will be checking into the game. Well, launched in 2014 with the 2001 age group, the Ontario Player Development League, the OPDL, is one of the province's first standards-based youth high-performance leagues that combines top-level competition with strict high-performance training standards. This innovative and exciting youth high-performance program is an important component of the overall movement to adopt the core principles of long-term player development, LTPD, across soccer at large in Ontario and in Canada. By 2018, OPDL will also encompass the U13 to U17 age categories for both males and females. So we applaud these initiatives, and we're seeing exactly how beneficial it is by the talent on display. Even in the first half of the first game that we're proud to bring you this weekend, as Feishi hits one from distance that is not going to trouble Cotillard. Out to grab it. But on the hunt for that equalizer, that side in black and red, North Mississauga, in heading right to left. A nice little turn. And giving chase into the corner. It's Feishi, and ball coming out the back as it'll be a throw into Green, and they're pinned deep. But they have been since early on in this game and have actually been better and better as it went on, weathering the storm. Controlled, methodical out of the back, and never really panicked, even though the pressure seemed to be on them a little bit more. OPDL, of course, represents young players' early graduation to a genuine high-performance training environment, targeting only the top athletes in the province from age groups U13 and eventually U17, with what will be the highest level of competitive youth soccer in Ontario. Unlike other leagues, OPDL operates more as a high-performance training program than merely a league. The best of the best will be in action all weekend here at the Ontario Soccer Centre as the Ontario Soccer, plays host to the OPDL Charity Shield. Just to give you the details, we're talking 12 teams across 6 divisions competing for provincial glory in the U14s, as you see in front of you right now, U15s, and U16s coming up later in the day and tomorrow. And we mentioned it's the girls' day today. The guys, we will see them tomorrow. But 2 more games on tap all day here, and we're pleased to bring them to you from this beautiful soccer facility and showcase the talent and the skill that a lot of people know about and a lot more are getting to know about. Feishi, top of the box, looking for help. Left foot. Ranji doing well to step up, grabs it. White cutting through, and a good left foot. Gets it out to the middle, turned around. Chase from distance. It took a deflection. It'll go out for another corner. That's number 6. And as good as the pressure for North Mississauga has been, and say nothing or take away nothing from North Toronto for getting in the way of these shots. Crosses, happy to surrender a corner, and they've guarded them well. Radovini, corner. All the way to the top of the area. It's going to bounce around. Mancini jumped up to grab it. Back the other way. North Toronto played in the middle. Here's a chance for a second. Got it! On a beautiful counter. Back the other way. Nia Wilson doubles the lead. Well, for all the work going forward and all the possession, it just took one very, very good counter from North Toronto. A ball played square, and taking her time was Nia Wilson, hammering it into the center of the net. 2 minutes in to the first half, or of play in general, and this one coming out forward and around the goal. And Cotillard came out to get in the way just enough. I think 2 minutes into the first quarter, Parker scores, and here, less than 4 minutes in to the second half, they double their lead. Wasting no time in either situation. And certainly some comfort now for North Toronto, though from distance. A shot and a great goal! That comfort evaporates off the foot of Chase, who hammered it to the bottom corner with a right-footed bullet. And Ella Chase has pulled one back. So Wilson and Chase exchanging goals within a minute, and for all the chances and the pressure, it looked like we were not going to see a goal from open play. There's two of them. One on a beautiful counter and one on a hit. Keeper calling for it right to the right spot. And the tempo in this building has picked up. And the assistant referee has raised the flag as the coach for North Mississauga getting a little irate, and not really having any of it is Laura Gotts. He's over there to tell the coach that this is too much, and the coach, it looks by the body language, could be being dismissed and sent off. And if you're watching any time, this has been about 30 seconds of this so far since play was stopped and over. So I don't know if it was any type of language that was deemed to be inappropriate or incendiary, or if it was merely just tone. But gesturing to the near side of the field and pointing that the coach may have to go. And that's certainly what the body language looks like, is that Amir Riazi is being sent to the sidelines and is going to say his piece, and that's certainly what it seems to be. So Riazi will do the long walk around the pitch, and this one gets back underway after about a minute and a half of time that was taken up. And we'll see if this game will actually start now or if he will have to make his way off, because I mention this because it could lead to a lot of extra added time at the end. Because right now you can most assuredly tag 2 minutes on. which could be closer to 3. Driazzi tried to have a seat at the end, and that wasn't far enough. They'll send him all the way around, and girls eager to get on with this one. Well, it's a good time to mention every dollar accumulated through the $5 admission rate here at the Ontario Soccer Centre this weekend will be donated to Ontario charities as chosen by the winning teams in each match. Last year, over $2,900 was raised. That money was given to Sick Kids Hospital, Breast Cancer Foundation, and Holland Bloorview Concussion Center. While also an integral opportunity to showcase the immense talent found within the OPDL before fellow OPDL members, scouts, and families. The Charity Shield raises money for Ontario charities, and what a wonderful, wonderful initiative that is, and what a wonderful part of the weekend. Meanwhile, a substitution to tell you about for North Toronto. It's going to be Emily Mazet checking into the game. And we're back underway. So a lot of extra time to be played in this one at the end. For now, a lot of ball. It's going to be a free kick headed the way of North Mississauga, is going to ground and not getting it cleanly. Looked to be Mancini and had to try and adjust while she was down there. Playing the ball on the ground will be the call. And it'll be a free kick from 18 yards out, but considerably far on the side, having to back up the player and asking for space, as she's entitled to do. Gotts come over to mark it up and back them up 10 yards. Jarash is going to send this one too high. Always going up and over. Got to let you know, if you're going to be in the area today, tomorrow, silent auction. This year the OPDL is also running a silent auction where those in attendance are watching from home. Either or, keep that in mind. Can bid on some fantastic prize packs and gear. Visit www.32auctions.com. That's 32auctions.com/OPDL to place your bid. Some nice stuff over there, Canada Soccer. If you're a fan, you support that, you'll see a couple prize packs. Something may or may not be signed by a member of Toronto FC. I'll keep you in suspense. That's what we in the industry call a teaser. You'll have to go to 32auctions.com, OPDL, to check that out. But some really nice prizes on the silent auction, a bit on that. Here at the OPDL Charity Shield, it is 2-1 for North Toronto. They lead their counterparts from North Mississauga. It was 1-0 at the half off Emma Parker. Nia Wilson doubling the lead, and pulling them right back was Ella Chase. North Mississauga, that is, 2-1 lead, and we'll have a substitution as checking into this game. It was going to be Catherine Rita and Elizabeth White, who did such fantastic work. We'll check out. So a long way is still to go. Redavini tight roping along the sidelines. Ball given away. Calantes, so good with the ball at her feet. Had it taken off, though. And looking and turning for Chase almost immediately. And a good ball sent in, but a little too heavy. Right idea, certainly, from Fleming Thompson. Williams, nice step up. So strong on the ball is Williams. Fleming Thompson, top of the area, through the legs. Oh, it went right to Chase, but she couldn't get a foot on it. Far side. And this one will go out for a throw. But Jasmine Broderick Bobadilla back on the pitch and making her presence felt as just that quintessential midfielder who's able to corral balls, create space. A little bit of a bump in the back. Calantis clears. Coughlin giving chase. She'll hold it. Has DeRush. DeRush looking far side. Radavina. Williams plays square. Feishi shot in, no problem. For Cotillard. Takes it on the one hop. And 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Of course, that's a little artificial as we probably will have about 4 minutes of extra time after the dismissal of the coach from North Mississauga. Wilson, second goal scorer in a fight with DeRush. Doing well not to foul, does well to win the ball. This is more from North Toronto trying to dance through and create some spaces. Penman Destreen does well to win the throw. With just under 6 minutes to go here at the Ontario Soccer Centre, and another substitution this time from North Mississauga. As checking out will be number 20, Darcy Feischney. And coming back into the game, Nicole Lee. So Feischney running very, very well today. Pressuring that back four. We'll see if Nicole Lee can be just as effective wearing the number 10 for the OPDL League champs. Flicked out. Nice little deadened ball from Williams and knocked to the ground by Penman Destreen. Well, the game has always felt tight. It's always felt like it could be anyone's. And getting in the way just enough the back line to win this free kick. But it certainly feels like the intensity picking up as it tightens up closer and closer to the final whistle as we inch towards that to claim a charity or crown a Charity Shield champion today. The Ontario Soccer Centre. Please come up and see us. Wonderful atmosphere. And 2 more games later on today. You got Ottawa South, Hamilton United, West Ottawa. Nice ball in. Wilson takes it to her right foot. Can she cut it across? She can! And Penman Destreen was waiting for any mistake to be made by the keeper. Molnar, there was none to be had. And no goal to be had either. This is good from North Toronto, though. Starting to move forward. Madeline Penman Destreen dancing through a couple players before having it go off her boot. And Broderick Bobadilla knocks this one down. It will finally run out of play. The throw back to North Toronto with just over 3 minutes to play here. Into the corner. Coughlin. Coughlin having some trouble getting it out. This one comes all the way to Calantis, who's going to go back to her back four, but again, good pressure. And all around, no one giving anyone an inch, both understanding the ramifications what comes next. This one takes a flick off North Mississauga. North Toronto will take a throw in on the near side. Looking for Wilson. This one played across, knocked into the middle. Looking for options. Ruckin around the outside in a fight with Ranji. Calantis, far side. Penman Destrain to her left with Radavini in the area. This one takes a deflection. It'll go out for a goal kick. Well, Toronto FC is proud to support youth soccer in Ontario, and we thank Toronto FC, a presenting partner of the OPDL. It's also worth mentioning that today's OPDL Charity Shield in action, fueled by Gatorade, the official sports fuel of OPDL. Try new Gatorade Frost today. Gatorade Frost, your fuel to play cool. Williams. Coughlin. DeRush. Good positioning up front. Ella Chase just had it go off her boot. But Chase has been great up front, and she certainly pulled this North Mississauga team closer to it. Coughlin giving chase. Penman Destreen goes off Coughlin. Appeals for a corner. It is a goal kick. Ball played short. Something North Mississauga has been successful with. Ranji. For Thompson. And Chase. Broderick Bobadilla, and a nice play. Broderick Bobadilla will have a chance. Right foot. Just missed wide of the net. She had an open look from the right-hand side. She tried to go short side. And unable to find a way in as we move into stoppage time in the third quarter. There'll be a lot of it. An extra 4 minutes even. Broderick Bobadilla with an opportunity to make amends. Going down, Mancini doing well to knock that one out. Into the area. And again, and then this pressure that we've seen so much from this North Mississauga side. Coming forward again. Williams stepping up. Good sliding play by Wilson. Radavini puts it back into the area. Back post. Fleming Thompson had it go off her boot. And then knocked in by Ranji. And corralled by Cotillard. And Cotillard taking her time, waiting for her players to get forward. This one skipping over the head of Wilson. Sidestepping her is DeRoche. Sending it to Broderick. Going to ground. Not liking it is the referee. Not liking it is the Mississauga bench. Coughlin plays square. Williams using her height and getting grabbed at. As a fellow tall person, you don't always get the calls. And Williams certainly has been grabbed and clutched at for much of this game and does well to weather the storm, does well here. Broderick Bobadilla, this one going off, and a seventh corner for the game. And Isabella Radavini will head down to her familiar spot to take it. She's put in some very good balls today. No one able to get on the end of them. Radavini. Ricochets up outside the area. Wilson doing well. Fighting from her striker position all the way back and giving chase. It is Chase who picks up a foul. Was not in an advantageous position. And kind of caught Wilson down from behind. He'll have a nice little bit of turf burn after that. She went down on that right arm. And this long minute of extra time continues. Penman to Streen. Williams playing backwards. Wilson! Got it! The ball trickled through the back four. It came to the foot of Wilson. She made no mistake. And deep into extra time in the third. North Toronto have a third. 3-1. That was the last kick of the quarter. And a shot in the arm for a North Toronto side who scored early, bunkered, and weathered a storm defensively. And then finding the goal twice in this third frame to set them up very, very well 20 minutes away from an OPDL Charity Shield title. Fourth quarter coming up momentarily. Final quarter of play here at the OPDL Charity Shield in North Toronto with a 3-1 lead over North Mississauga in the under-14 girls division. Presented by Soccer X. Thank you to OPDL partner Soccer Express for their first-class support as Canada's premier dealer. Soccer Express has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Visit www.soccerx.com to check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. www.soccerx.com. Soccer Express. Also, thank you to Holland Bloorview, experts in the field of youth concussion. Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital have formed a collaboration with Ontario Soccer. This partnership will improve concussion awareness and education to ensure improved safety for youth soccer players across the province. Thank you to Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. 20 minutes to go in this one. If you're just tuning in, it has been an excellent contest. North Mississauga League winners presented with that banner before this match. North Toronto right now in command in this game. 3-1 lead. A brace from Nia Wilson coming in the third quarter. And an opener from Emma Parker off a free kick. Ella Chase, the lone goal for North Mississauga. For those finding the score sheet in this one so far, and 20 minutes away. We'll see how this plays out, but what looked to be an offense that was too relentless to stay off the score sheet in North Mississauga has been met by a well-organized defensive back four in midfield from North Toronto, who have adopted that bend but do not break strategy. And it has paid dividends for the first 60 minutes of this match. Number 2, Geneva Hines into the game. One of these substitutions made for North Mississauga. Williams doing well to get there. He's tiptoeing along the near sideline and then bringing it out towards the far side. That's lucky, losing possession, but sending this one down as DeRush finding back into her position. Chase. Ella Chase. Could she pull one back? She just squeezed it a little too far. Her left foot just kind of yanked it off to the right. But a good chance early for North Mississauga, and they're finding those through balls to have the opportunity to find goal. Hines will take this throw in. Fleming Thompson. Giving chase was Williams. Trying to find her way out. Broderick Bobadilla knocks that one back. Radavini. Broderick. Nice little step over. Lee. Nicole Lee, safe play back. Radavini, ball across. Williams knocking it forward again. Fashni in a battle. White so solid on that back position. And this one stays in, ricochets. Fashni turning. Calantos lets it go. White pops it up. Another good header from Williams. Ball rattling around in the midfield. Trying to force their way into the final third. And Lee had it come off her boot going forward and then looking to find space, pushing forward. Wilcox got the shoulder in to DeRush. Picks up the foul. Referee saying, no, that's too much. Shows her the yellow and indicates it was based on an arm or a kind of a shove outward Referee has done fairly well to allow body to body and hip on hip, leg on leg, charging fairly as it were, but we've noticed that as soon as the arms come up, that's a pet peeve. And by the book, it's being enforced well here today by Laura Gotts. DeRoche plays short. A lot of space. Fashny have time to put a right into it, but that space closed quickly and took a ricochet. White doing well to knock it into the middle. Fashny now looking for space along the far side. Baldwin's going to have to give chase, but she does well to shield it enough to hold off Broderick. And 15 minutes away from a title, the task looming large for North Mississauga to jump out of this hole. They'll have a throw, though, encouraged by their supporters and fans on the near side. Colantis puts a foot into it. DeRoche misjudges it just a bit. Has to make sure she's right. Hines, a little bit of time on the near side. Good call from Fashny coming across. Bottom of the screen. That's her looking to find some room. Down the left corner, Colantis gets up in there. And this time, Fashny comes up the other way with both hands clutching and grabbing. And a little surprised at the call. Call's done, though. Gotts says she doesn't want to hear any more. Lee, good control. Back into comfort spaces. Fashny sending that one across the field. Radovini trying to find some room. Baldwin trying to get out. Wilcox, they're looking for her going forward. DeRoche, though, good job holding on to it. Coughlin. Radovini and Broderick Bobadilla knocked out of bounds, quick to pick it up and take the throw. She knows time is of the essence. Looking to find Fleming Thompson. Thrown in, bumped off the ball. But possession staying with North Mississauga. Has Hines wide if they want it. Shot from distance, but right into the breadbasket of Cotillard. Pressure, relentless, good control by Lee, but she had it skip off and right in her hip pocket. And able to start it out the other way was Devin Eisen, who has been solid in the midfield all day. Going forward and knocked down is... Going to ground, is Colantis. And Colantis had Fashny go right into her. Just pausing to see if there was going to be a card issued, but not. You make an argument that maybe that's one where you miss and it goes into the book, but substitution now, Lee checking out. And a good little stint from her and coming back into the game is Camilla Penaloza. A little bit of time at the back for Coughlin. Plays far side. Baldwin doing well to make sure it doesn't go further. Broderick Bobadilla knocks it in. Penaloza with a flick on. Giving chase is Fleming Thompson. And the sense of urgency, 12 minutes to go. Throw in on the far side. That's North Mississauga in red jerseys. They trail by 2 goals. Trying to link up, but no one making the run, and it'll go for a goal kick. White under a little bit of pressure. Picking up another foul. And having to be careful because she's going to be booked, yeah. It was 3 fouls roughly around the same area, and this one very similar to the first, and it's part of the reason, based on an accumulation, Darcy Fashny goes into the books. But you can't say enough about her play and how well she's done. And there's probably an argument to be made when you play an entire game that aggressive and that clean, you're going to miss a few times. So maybe a necessary yellow that had to be given out, but and a yellow card also issue to Fleming Thompson. So perhaps there was something that Fleming Thompson had said in response, because I can't see any foul that she would have committed. So I have to figure there was maybe a little bit of talk after Faciony sent into the book. 2 sent into the book. Fleming Thompson goes in as well. I'm trying to get an explanation. Mary Coughlin. Coughlin wearing the captain's armband. That one goes off her hands. Flicked into the area. This will run out, and a chance to get it back into play with about 10 minutes to go. Playing out of the back. They've been successful at it. North Mississauga has. Nice little turn there. Advantage. Pushing forward for North Toronto. Great play by Williams to dispossess the attacker. She starts out the other way. Williams very strong on the ball through. Colantes does well to take it off her. Lucky. And then turn the other way. Radavini flipped up over the top. Fleming Thompson cutting in. Still Fleming Thompson. And then going to ground. Referee says nothing. It'll go for a corner kick. Fleming Thompson knocked down, appealing for a penalty. Referee says no, running over to grab it as quick as possible is Penaloza, sending it to Radavini, but certainly appeals for a free kick and trying to get her boot back on, I think, now. Or picking up a knock. But no penalty anyway. That would have changed things mightily. Corner kick. With the right instep sent for clearance. Coughlin a little late breaking on it, but she gets to it. Anyhow, looking for space. Showing is Williams, far side, and Baldwin sending this one back to the middle. Off Wilcox. DeRoche having an opportunity to back up. Williams sending it. Except it doesn't go as far as she liked. Penaloza gets knocked from behind. Free kick in the middle. And there's an opportunity here. Isabella Radavini into the area. Wilcox beats Hines to the ball, sends it down. DeRush giving chase. DeRush deciding to come back to the middle. More players there. Radavini does well to wait. Lucky holding on to this one. Playing it to the middle. Faciony. Coughlin. Broderick Bobadilla. Nice ball in. Cotillard has a lot of time to get there as Fleming Thompson, not able to get there as quick, and another player going down with about 7 minutes to play. Taking a knee, it looks like Mancini. Mancini going down will have to be subbed per the rules, so she'll wait till player is able to check in, trainer is able to check her out, and a little bit of a breather for everyone else as time continues to tick away, and North Mississauga can only hope they'll get it back. So my mistake, not Mancini, Neil Wilson, and she hops onto the trainer's table. Does Wilson. So Neil Wilson doing her job. 2 goals in this game, including the game winner. Chase dispossessed. North Mississauga still an opportunity. Chase from distance. It's in! From almost the same spot as she found her first. Her second, a bullet to the bottom left-hand corner. And Ella Chase has pulled 1 foot out of the grave for North Mississauga. 3-2. Well, doesn't this set up a very entertaining 5+ minutes to go? It seemed like a relatively healthy place to be in. If you're North Toronto, they were holding the Lions' share of, well, if not possession, opportunities. But certainly didn't seem to be under duress or pressure like they were in the first or second quarter. It almost seemed to put all that behind them, but a turnover and a well-placed shot by Chase, who had done it once before. Just teed it up and hammered another bullet to the same spot. Do they have one more in them? That's the question. Coughlin now taking their time, and DeRush felt under pressure will go all the way across the field. And Broderick Bobadilla can pretty much run anything down no matter where you put it. That one just a bridge too far, though. Penman Destreen plays into the middle. Williams going to ground. Stepping over it is Calantis. Calantis playing back. Sending it all the way down is Baldwin. Flicked over the top. Opportunity for North Toronto. Free ball into the area. Can it be cleared off? It is. What a great play to keep that one off the line. It looked for all the world like it was going in, and DeRush got back to knock it free and clear. Devin Eisen had the ball fall to her feet. She had to do a 360. Didn't get enough on it to knock it as hard as she wanted in. It still looked like it was good to go. Other ideas from the North Mississauga defender. Still a corner kick to Weather. Penalty spot. Wilcox going at it. Calantis flips it over. Tried to get it online, and 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go as this one's sent near side. It's going to run out of play and stay for North Toronto for a throw-in. And boy, wouldn't they love some sustained possession just to bleed the clock. Just a little bit. And they'll do that in the form of a substitution and get their players correct. Coming forward, Sita checking back into this game. Sophia Sita. And Sophia Lucky checking out as she heads over to the far side, and we're under 2 minutes to go. Will we see an equalizer? Will North Toronto hold on? Well, it'd be a foul throw, I think, is what they called here on the near side, excuse me. Penaloza looking forward. Fleming Thompson. Fouled at the edge of the area. Fleming Thompson was too quick, got to the ball before Zara Sheridan could get there. And then after that, Sheridan had no option but to commit a foul. She gets a yellow card for it based on, I imagine, the proximity to goal. It was certainly not a terribly clumsy foul. She just missed. But right now, with an opportunity for a hat trick, not far, to be fair, from where the scoring was opened roughly 80 minutes ago by Emma Parker. Standing over it is Chase with a hit into the wall. We're into extra time from distance. Cotillard getting there, does not spill the ball because she was being swarmed by North Mississauga players. Baldwin does well to step around a player before going to ground and is fouled. No call. Into the area and well placed with the instep to knock that one out for Emma Parker. Very surprised that there was no foul call on that last one. Corner kick in. And it's cleared out. Mary Coughlin. Time to send it back in. Good job controlling, going up to get that one and seeing it all the way out. It will be a 10th corner kick for North Mississauga. Not a lot of time remaining in this match. In the final minute plus injury time, they're down a goal. Can they find it here? DeRush, this one goes off the side of her boot. Luckily, she's got a player there. Radavini back into the area. Knocked down. Williams had it. Baldwin clears. Wilcox flips to the outside. Penman Destreen is down the outside. DeRush is going to get there first and keep it in bounds. Excellent composure to do so. She sends it down, but Ella Baldwin's going to have a ton of time to decide what she wants to do with it. And this time she's able to shield it and to send it out for a goal kick. North Mississauga is going to have to be first to this ball if they want a shot of finding an equalizer. This one sent far side. White, she's been strong all game. Fleming Thompson as well as she steals it off her. Chase, no room to turn. Tries another Kreif turn and then kicks out. And no card given there. But I think she was just trying to stop the play, but a little bit of a kick out by Chase as she realized that might be the last possession that this side sees. And so goes with it North Mississauga's chance to find an equalizer. North Toronto can celebrate. Excellent defense, excellent countering and taking advantage of their opportunities. The girls from North Toronto have done enough and are champions of the OPDL Under 14 Girls Charity Shield. Well, congratulations to the North Toronto side. Head coach Mark Maunder, goalkeeping coach Jess Sanderson, and assistant coach Chelsea Chung. They had their girls ready to go today in an excellent performance and an excellent third quarter in particular from Nia Wilson, who found the goal twice and took advantage of their chances. Full value for a victory today. And a hard-fought match for North Mississauga, who I think would end up with the lion's share of possession, but did not find the goal. A very gutsy effort from both sides today, and certainly from Ella Chase, who breathed life into her team after they went down 2-0, pulled them back 2-1, and then pulled them back from 3-1 to 3-2. She just did not have a third in her, nor did North Mississauga. And North Toronto crowned champions of the Under-14 girls. We'll let you look at the moving pictures of the presentations here for the 2017 Under 14 Girls Charity Shield Championship.
Tell me when to start. Ladies and gentlemen, both teams deserve a big round of applause for their fantastic league season and terrific effort in the OPDL Charity Shield match. Assisting with the awards presentation are special guest Johnny Nisley, Executive Director of Ontario Soccer, and Brian Rosenfeld, Manager High Performance at Ontario Soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the teams, please put your hands together as we recognize our match officials who were appointed to the OPDL Charity Shield match. Referee Laura Godds.